Sure. Okay, so serial killer, mass murderer. What's the definition?
The definition of a serial killer is someone who murders 3 or more people, and a murder has to take place for more than a year.
Not saying you're wrong. What was yours?
It's when a person kills more than one person amongst a time period that's over 24 hours, and spread out in different stages of murders at different times.
Okay. The official definition that the FBI gives is a serial killer is a person who murders 3 or more people, usually in service of abnormal psychology. In other words, you're ballooning the head when you're killing them. You hear voices.
Yeah.
Okay. With the murders taking place over more than a month, and it's got to be at least a cooling off period. You just can't kill somebody and go the next day and kill. You got to have a cooling off period where you get to stew and build it up and then go again. Because serial killers are not find this crazy. They have done CAT scans of brains and they have abnormal brains. Now, normal people like you, me, walking around, we may have the same abnormal brain. We just know how to control it. Serial killers often don't. They hear voices, they start out as sexual deviants, whatever. So that's serial killer. What about mass murder?
Mass murderer is a person that kills 3 more people at the same time and kill them all at the same time or at the same scene.
Yeah. So again, Circle K, walking in and killing people. You could be a mass murderer if you kill everybody. Geronimo Bank, back in the late 70s, early 80s. Guy come to people that are testosterone challenged, go in the bank and kill everybody there. I mean, I say testosterone challenged. That was why they came back and killed them. They were kicked out of the bank the day before and said, "Get out of here, you 2 fags." And when they came back the next day, they killed everybody in the bank because they were kicked off in the bank. So, mass murder. Here a lot.
I thought they robbed the bank.
Bank robbery may have happened, but the murder is what everybody remembers. So they killed everybody. Okay, so again, make sure those get here. Now, what we're going to do after break, I've got a grading rubric. You can write on here. I prefer if you're going to do this to type it and email it to me. If you'd rather do it on the computer, what you're going to do is you're going to get onto Schoology. You're going to go into your Schoology thing and know your money. Know your money. Download this. Enable editing. And what this is a document I downloaded years ago. But these are all hotkeys. Hotkeys being, hyperlinks. Do is you hold down the control key and then click. And it will take you somewhere. You can cursor all. You can scroll at it if you want to. You don't have to do this. But what you're doing is you're going to go down and you're going to find. You're not required to read everything. Just scan through here and find at least 2, but no more than 3 subjects that you find interesting. And then go ahead and read these subjects right here. And what you're going to do is, on a different document, again, you can send us an email, you can open up Word and type it up. You can actually go to where we going? I'm just showing you where you can go, know your money. You're going to do a reflecting on, click there, write a comment, save it. But I'm wanting you to look at the money, and the reason it's forensics related, you've ever been around here, counterfeiting is a big thing here a lot. Okay, it's a big thing. In fact, if you go through most stores, they've got signs talking about counterfeiting. If you give them up a bill that is counterfeit, they're not going to give it back to you, and it gets the federal government involved because it is a federal government thing. and the Secret Service is involved, Treasury Department. So, and you'd be surprised some of the stupid things. When I was at Louisiana, I went into a grocery store, and the lady in front of me was trying to convince the checkout guy she was buying groceries, and she'd given him a $20 bill to pay for it. And he looked at the $20 bill, and one of the letters, just one letter on the whole bill, was cockeyed on the side. Everything else was perfect, paper, everything, but it was cockeyed. And she was saying it's collector's edition, it's collector's edition, it's worth more than $20. Guys, and I've been to the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C., went there twice in high school. They got these little old ladies sitting on these chairs with stacks of money in front of them. And what they do is they go through each sheet of money before it's cut and look at all the bills. And if they find one of the bills that's got anything wrong with it, they destroy the plates, destroy that entire stack of money, and they reprint it.
Start all over.
And start over. You cannot have any money that's not perfect. So there is no collector's edition of money. If you find money that's not perfect, it's against the law to have it, because it's counterfeit in the eyes of the government. Now, I'm not saying people don't look for this stuff and do it, but you're not supposed to have it. So counterfeiting is, before they had all these great copy machines. I was enrolling in a college down in Louisiana, and they did not have a receipt book. So I paid them a fee in the office. Well, we don't have a receipt book. They went over and put the $10 bill on the copy machine, hit the copy button. Guess what? They've just broken federal law.
Yep.
You cannot make a copy of money. What they use on TV, if you look up close to it, it's got physically on there, this money is for, not real.
Promotional picture.
Yeah, you cannot use money. You can't take a picture of money. It's a federal offense. You get arrested for counterfeiting.
I know a lot of people that counterfeit.
And I'm not saying they don't.
But counterfeiting is wrong.
It's wrong.
You should go and earn your money.
Well, true. But when I was a kid, electrical boxes, they got those little punch outs on the side where the wires come through.
Copy wire.
Pop that puppy out and use it in the vending machines. Again, counterfeiting. And I was actually looking into this. You go to a great museum in the Great Plains or Six Flags or anything, you take a penny, you put it in a machine, crank, and it smashes it out and you get out. That's technically counterfeiting if the government wanted to push it. They waive it, but it's technically legally counterfeiting.
See, I thought it was.
Money belongs to the government. They let you use it. You cannot destroy or deface it. If you take a dollar bill and write on it, they wanted to, they could arrest you for defacing of government property. Now, are they going to do it for a dollar bill or a penny? Probably not. But it's like anything else. If they want to get you, they will find any reason to get you. And I'm not being paranoid. They're going to arrest you.
Look at Al Capone. They got him for taxes.
Yeah, that's how Al Capone got. He was a serial killer, mass murderer, killed a bunch of people. How'd they get him in jail?
Taxes.
Tax evasion. He didn't pay his taxes.
They can prove anything else.
Okay. So I thought it would take longer than this, but so when you get back, I'm going to leave this up here. This is the grading rubric, shows what I'm looking for. You can either do it in Schoology. You got to download the thing in Schoology, so you got the information. You can either type it up in Schoology or type it up in Word and email it, whatever you want to do. But that is an assignment. Also, guys, you still got to turn in that stuff from yesterday. That's a big assignment. So got to